and welcome back to Elden Ring, where last time we explored the castle with the hopes of getting up to Godric, which I'm hoping this time we should be able to just get up to him. If I'm remembering correctly, from here we're very close to getting to him, because we've done everything else in the castle, I believe. We've got our tree spirit, we got the item you had to give to... What's her face? Is now in the round table hold. Honestly, first time doing that, didn't know it was a thing. Glad I did it, folks. It got me a golden seed, I think. So yeah, I'm very much glad I did that. Yeah, from here, I believe we just have to go up that way. Which, I mean, it can't be that bad, right? I've got a torch, I've got some armor, got a shield. How is this gonna go wrong? I mean, immediately, he's gonna try and whack me. He's doing a somewhat good job. And I've blown myself up. There was an explosive barrel there. Brilliant. That's a shame. That's a shame. We have some sweet and sour chicken. I mean, I cooked some and it actually turned out really nice. So no, it's mine. You're not getting any. I'm sorry, Tuna. It's all mine. I can give you the recipe though if you want. Like, it was honestly dead simple to make. Like, I'm definitely happy to share if you want to try and make it yourself. Yeah, try not to blow myself up this time. Be careful of explosive barrels. I have a flaming weapon. Although, is any flaming weapon a torch? If I find another one that's on fire, is that technically... Is that going to count for my self-imposed challenge run? I think it might, you know. Not certain. I'd argue that it does count. Just get rid of you. That's perfectly good. Do you want to jump down at all? No, I don't think there's anything down there. Is that just a spot for him to ambush me? Is that all this was? That feels a bit mean, game. Surely there's something else up these stairs, right? No? Just him. Got it, got it. Cool. We can beat up this person at least. Wait for them to do an attack. Or wait for them to completely miss their attack, apparently. Ow, they do hurt. I need to be careful again, I don't blow myself up. I'm trying to heal and get into a safe enough position, but I'm not worrying about me blowing myself up. So I can definitely beat this guy. I really do not like them though. They are a pain to beat the best of days. And I've got a very short-ranged torch. Like, this torch is not a particularly powerful weapon. Why am I using it? Because I can, and that's it. That is literally the only reason I'm using this weapon. It's surprisingly doing quite well. Like, I could have been doing a lot worse with this. Also, we've got a little side area. Hello.
You were a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of master. Let the winds lift you to a higher place.
Where are you? I don't remember you.
Well, who do we have here? Tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godric's lot. I am Nepheli Lu. Tarnished and warrior, like you. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godric's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds.
So her surname, I'm assuming her dad is, like, the boss who's at the bottom of the Earth Tree. I think Horalu was his name.
If you intend to challenge Godric, I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul with his deeds. I'm certain father would permit me aid the fight. Apologies, but I've idled long enough. As fellow Tarnished, we must each follow our own guidance. Down whatever road takes us to the throne of Elden Lord.
Okay. You know what? She did say she wants to join the fight. Because that's an actual NPC, I have a feeling it's worth letting her join the fight. Yeah? Like, saying no would just kind of be mean of me. Not entirely convinced I want to let her join the fight, but I'm very tempted because I don't know if it adds more to the story. So it very well might. For now, try and get these guys to move over here. You know what? This one guy to move over here is still good by me. Let's go for some big attacks. Attack his leg, I think's a move. Mostly worried about my reach with this weapon, but I think we're fine. Ouch, he stomped me. That's not ideal. We're fine though, I'm getting back into the swing of things. He's definitely getting into the swing of things as well. Okay, just heal up, we're fine, we're fine. Managed to jump past his legs, only go for a few attacks, don't get greedy. This is fine. I don't entirely know what he's doing, he's got a weapon out though. Do not appreciate him having a weapon, but when he's this large, I get to just do so much damage when he's down. So yeah, that's worked out fine. Got rid of him. I'm assuming he respawns, so I'm not going to really assume that I'm safe in any capacity. Yeah, these guys are very much trying to murder me. Doing a good job. I've forgotten their attack patterns somewhat. But, on the other hand, we have killed both of them. So I'd say it worked. I'd say it works out. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, I can get up there, but I'm trying to remember how. I'm wanting to say, if I activate this and then go through the opposite door, does that lead to a lift up by the site of grace where I started? I think it might. I think it might. At the very least, I do want to murder that fella. They're running away, but that's not going to save them. Get rid of you. Perfect. Stormcaller. Probably not something you use a torch with. Also, these guys, you know, they are being mean and trying to attack me. So I think this calls for my kind of group attack on them. There we go. Killed a couple of pot children. Like a Ferrero Rocher. I don't know. Somewhat. Probably less chocolatey. If I had to make a guess. I mean, that guy was definitely less chocolatey. Just give you a bunch of raw meat. Still, though, it might be tasty. You know? I'm not gonna say I wouldn't eat them. I'm just gonna say it's probably best not to. I mean I wouldn't. Now, how'd I get up top again? Because I know there's a way up top. I remember distinctly there being a way to get up to that. I think I remember now. If I go here. Sweet and sour to meaty pots. I know. What more could you possibly want on like a gourmet menu, you know? You know, if I'm up here, I believe this is where I was looking at earlier, yeah? Yeah, because that'd be where the troll is usually down there. I do want to jump down there at some point. I don't think I can come back up immediately. So I'm gonna just very briefly poke my head out this window. What did we have up top here again? I'm trying to remember. I don't think it was anything important. But I want to say there was something, right? I mean, we've got smithing stone, got golden rune, got a door. This door is the most interesting part. Where the hell does this lead? I have a very vague memory of this place existing. But not what was in here. So let me just get rid of these fellas. There we go. They were very much hostile, I promise. That was fine for me to do. Ah, we've got a big tower shield. I wonder, is that actually good? Like, compared to my current shield. It is just better. It requires more strength. At 30 strength, it's going to be a tough one to get to. But would it be worth it? It's 100 physical negation, and the others are very high as well. Potentially that's what I work towards, because stat-wise, I'm planning to just use a torch. I don't need anything better. The torch does slightly scale with strength. Could be an idea. Could definitely be an idea. Also, that's a way to drop down. But where does that lead? I've got to figure it out. Where does this go? This is a terrible idea, but where does it go? Where's this taking me? I don't remember going down here. Is this good? Because I mean, over there, that's where I've dropped down previously. That's where I went to get to the Crucible Knight, I believe. So we've done that. Can we unlock a painting? Don't think I can. Where am I? I could jump onto that area. Looks to have an interesting item. So I will do that in a second, but first... Does this open the door back to that site of grace? It does. Okay. So that's where this loops me back to. It's not a shortcut to go up, however. Because we had to drop down a one-way kind of thing in order to get to here. We do have a bat who looks to be awake. I can see his eyes shining and blinking. Hello, bat. Do you want to attack me? You do. Well, he gave it a go. Can't say he didn't. From here, I can continue to drop down. I've already been down, is the issue. Like, we've done the down. That was the Earth Tree Beast thing. Big lizard guy was down below. I don't think I want to go to him. I think I'm fine. Is there a benefit to going down here? I don't think there is. I think I'm good. If I head back to... would be this one, wouldn't it? I then go the opposite door, takes me back to where I was. I think. So from here, I have restored my health and such. That's definitely good. Make my way up here. Yeah, because we had one small little side area I did not go through. And I kind of want to figure out what was there. Because presumably something worthwhile, right? And I did not mean to do that. I meant to start sprinting, but I forgot you have to be pushing a direction to start sprinting. That just made me take a back pedal and step off the ledge. I've never claimed to be good at parkour. Just because I've beaten Celeste does not mean I can do 3D platform. Make my way over. There we are. Yeah, because there's a bird down there. Couple people. I think one bird, one person with a shield. They seem to have an item between them. Just off to the side. How best do I do this? think if I focus on the bird, I then do this, I think that's the best way to start this fight. Because yeah, he's able to do flames as well. I really want his ability to do that. Because that's close enough to being a torch if he's able to make flames, right? So I mean, I could use his weapon assuming it comes with that ability. Waiting for him to do something. That was not the thing I wanted him to do. But we're fine. There we are. It's dead. We don't get his loot. But he's in probably the easiest spot if I want to farm him for quick. I could definitely get back to him. He's very tempting to farm. I think I might very briefly try and do that. I'm going to very quickly check as well. I could have made it back up there. Okay. In that case, is there a benefit if I went all the way around? I don't think so. I don't think so. Big troll down there still. Yeah, I am where I thought I was. Just going to fast travel back. Should reset him. I'll fight him a few times. I want to see if I can get his weapon. Because I want to know, can I do a flamethrower with it? Is it a flamethrower sword? Or is it just magic he's using? I'm thinking it's probably magic. Because we've got the Ash of War for the kind of windy, whatever it was he did. So that's likely the weapon does that. There's a chance, you know? I also really like his hat. I would quite like to have his hat. It's like a cool red scarf, you know? It's like what I've currently got, but better. And Fire did a good job there as an opener. Wait for him to do whatever he's doing. Goes for a follow-up. There we go. I mostly backed away from that. I'd say that went well. He goes for 3 hits. I go for a follow-up. That's lucky he didn't hit me there. And, ooh, I almost got him. You know what? I think we finish him with this. There we go. Drop anything? No? Just make sure. Definitely no. Try it again. I'm going to fight him another 4 times now. It's not going to take long. Like, he's a nice, simple fight to get to. I want to see if I can get any of his armor. Because I don't know what my end game is with this build. Like, I want to say I'll be somewhat loose with the definition of torch. Like, is it a thing that is on fire and produces light? Or I guess, does it produce light? Should be all I need to have as a kind of criteria. Because I might be able to find some other torches with that. Because I don't know what's in this game that produces light. At least in terms of weapons. Like, you got magic, you got your hip lantern, and of course you've got the torch. I want to say, like, there's the hammer you get in one of the last areas. Like, by the Volcano Manor. That hammer, I think it has magma ability. I don't know. Definition changes if I'm looking at noun or verb. Torch is to set fire to something. You have a point. You do have a point. Technically, if I can set fire to something, it's a torch. I mean, this thing that's currently on fire is definitely a torch in both regards. I could maybe be a little loose with the definition of it. Depends if I want to get rid of this weapon. Imagine, with how the weapon's been performing so far, I can definitely do this. At least so long as I have a shield, and like some half-decent armor. And I mean, I've definitely got a shield, and my armor's not amazing, but it's enough to keep me alive for at least a little bit. Could I get away with using another torch? I feel like I'd be betraying myself. Possibly. If I start struggling, I might. So far, I've not really been struggling though. There's a third attack. There we go. I think that's him dead. Do you have a drop this time? No? I'm gonna fight him 2 more times, and if he doesn't drop anything, I'm taking it as a sign. It's a bit of a shame if so, but I'm not gonna just grind this guy for ages. It's kinda boring. It's kinda boring. Let's make my way up, make my way across. Jump up to here. Run over. And then fail the jump. Have to do it again. Brilliant. Brilliant. Who could have foreseen that? God, I do not like platforming in Dark Souls. It's a pain. It's using platforms which are not really made to be platformed on. There we go, though. It's fine. It's fine. I go somewhat stealthily up to here. We know the drill at this point. Got a bit of damage onto him. He is going to try and follow me. This is all good. Managed to properly block and dodge. There's a lunge at me, which I can then follow up with a counter. And now he's dead. Drop anything this time? It's our second last attempt to drop something. I don't think he's doing it. I don't know if he even can drop stuff. I think we got some altered exile armor or something. Or altered banished armor? What was it? It was in here. Banished knight armor altered. Got that previously. I'm tempted to try and get over to that, which would just mean I need to get more endurance to get my load better. Because I do not want to be in heavy load territory. Medium load, I can deal with medium load, that's what I have now. This is a perfectly acceptable amount of rolling to be able to do. Staying in light load I think's asking a bit too much. Because I'm not going to be able to stay in light load. That's silly to imagine I can do that. Well, at least anytime soon. Yeah, because if I increase my endurance, that means I can block better as well. It's probably not a bad shout. So either that, or I upgrade my strength, which is a small amount of a damage boost, as well as the potential of a new shield later. Namely, the power shield we got a little while ago. So again, 100 damage negation, similar to this shield, but just better than your other ones. I've gotten a bit lazy fighting this guy. I'm just using my ability. There we go. He did drop something this time. It was his sword. You know what? The thing I said I wanted was that sword. I would have quite liked his hat, but I'm not going to be picky. I'm not going to be picky. He gave me what I asked for. Which is a great sword. And wow, that is boring. Oh, that's a terrible weapon. That's a shame. Does that at least look cool? Kind of. I mean, its ability is literally just... I do a stamp and an uppercut. Potentially. Like, it's not very good. It's definitely not a torch, so, it's a bit of a shame. I'd hoped maybe the fire ability came from it, but apparently not. Apparently it didn't. In which case there's still the possibility, if I do end up struggling. I mentioned it a while back, going over to fire magic could be an interesting idea. For now though, we've got Mr. Godric the Grafted to deal with.
Mighty dragon, thou art a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto
That guy's got 6 fingers. Not an odd fella. He's also got multiple additional arms and such, but... Yeah, that hand had 6 fingers. That was an odd one.
I command thee. I am the Lord of all that is golden.
He's the Lord of all that is golden. That meaning the Golden Order? So I thought that was kind of a religious group in the game's lore. Could be wrong. I thought that was what they were. Okay, we're doing okay though. We're doing okay. I'm mostly worried about his second phase, because that's when he's able to make fire, and therefore possibly more resistant to my weapon. Okay, we are able to block that at least. That's alright. Just keep my guard up while I'm trying to figure out his patterns, because I don't remember how he fights. However, I'm not doing too bad. Not just yet, anyway. Okay, that one hurt a bit. I kind of got a bit cocky there, I think. I would just stay away for the second while he does that. He's... okay. Not being particularly friendly, but not too unfriendly either just yet. He's fairly manageable. All in all, this could be going a lot worse for my first attempt so far. And yes, I've beaten him in the past, but that was a different run and a long time ago. And we're managing. We're managing. I need to stop getting greedy with attacking him. He's about to launch projectiles. Potentially. No, that is not a projectile. That was him coming after me. Got it. We're fine. We're fine. Get an attack in. Back away. Another attack in? Nope, this is not the right moment for that. We're managing though. Go for my ranged attack. It's alright. I don't know if it was the correct move there, but it did damage him. It did damage him. Like a not insubstantial amount either. If I dodge this, I can get a lovely lunge at him. There we go. He's doing a flurry of attacks. Didn't know we had that last attack in the chain there, but we're fine. We managed in the end. Do I want to do another ranged attack? I could. I kind of want to get him out in this direction though, is more so what I'm after. So I can get him to move over here, be a lot happier. Yeah, because we're now more in the open. I don't need to worry about getting caught and stuff. He's about half health, so he's almost in his second phase. I'm not doing great for health myself, however. So I'm a little concerned. But I think we're managing. He's fallen down slightly, so he's getting rid of his arm. Okay, we got a few hits in. Got a few hits. We can manage. Let's have a quick drink while he does this. Still fail to see why so many bosses, like, chop off their own limbs, thinking that's a benefit.
Lend me thy strength.
Also begs the question, would you have not done this if I hadn't come to fight him? I mean, I feel he still would have done this, right? Yeah, now he's got a big flamey thing. So he's kind of got a torch of his own. Doesn't quite count. I still think I've got the real torch. But you could argue he has one. Yeah, he's doing the same attacks as before, but with wider AoEs, I believe. Simply thanks to him having a bigger arm. Getting some decent attacks, but I'm not in the best position. I think I want to dodge this. And then I want to have my blast. That's probably the correct move here, I think. That protects me from a bit of damage, gives me healing. That'll just get me healing for the rest of the fight at this point. Let's go for another attack. I can do, I think, a couple. Never mind, didn't quite have his hitbox there. We're managing, though. We're managing. Go for a hit. There goes my wondrous physic, psychic, can't remember what it's called. It's one of the two. I think it's physic. And oh, he's grabbed me. I was not prepared for the grab. But, all in all, could have gone worse. I'm not dead. Not yet. Now I am. So I for some reason, hadn't properly locked onto him still. Why did it unlock me when I got grabbed? I could have dodged that if I was locked on. I did not dodge in quite the right direction. Damn it. For first attempt, though, I think the torch is entirely doable here. I think we can get him. Hello, Mr. Grafted Man. Let me just dodge past you for a second. I'll grab my runes. There we go. He's potentially just rolling. He's doing his big old roll. That's fine. Go for a couple hits. I did get hit once by him there. That's fine. Let's go for another attack there. Is he doing a roll? He's not. He is. Never mind. Go for one hit. One hit is plenty. Got him down. Hey John, good to see you. I'm hoping I'm gonna stay alive here. There we go. We are. Get a hit in. Lovely. Is he doing a roll? He's doing a roll. Okay, get an attack in. I want to activate my... Is it? I think. Just hide back here for a second. Never mind. That was not the correct timing. He had more reach than I thought he would. Just activate it again. There we go. You know what? Just doing some web fishing? Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Hope you're having a nice chill time. Okay, he's almost into his next phase. He's almost there, so I want to try and get this done well. Which means I think I'll probably do this now. Okay, I think that went mostly alright. It's about to try and chop his arm off. So I just need to get a few hits in. There we go. There we go. Hey Lunar Misty, good to see you. Hope the rest of your stream went well after I left. And I hope all of you are having a good time. We're just fighting a guy who's trying to out-torch me. I don't entirely know. He's got flames, so you could argue he's trying to out-torch me. The dropout was melting your brain. Ah, that's a shame. It's kind of what happens though, isn't it, with point-and-click adventures. Like, a lot of the time, they do just make very little sense. If you do enjoy your point and click stuff, by the way, I very much recommend trying out, Disco Elysium. One of my favourite games, and it's a point and click adventure game, technically. I don't know if I've got the shout out thing enabled, John. I should enable it. I don't know where you enable it from is the issue. You know, I'd definitely be down to enable that if I figure it out one day. I appreciate you trying. Appreciate you trying. Okay, come on, my torch can do this. We're managing. Let's do a dodge again. We're getting our attacks in. He is not going to out-torch me with his dragon head. I will not allow it. What was he doing from here? He is doing a roll. Okay, we're fine. Got hit in on the dragon head itself. I think just heal to be safe. So I don't think I trust this guy to not somehow murder me in like one hit from a little over half health where I am now. I should hopefully be okay. I don't know. I just don't trust Dark Souls to be kind to me in any capacity. Which I guess makes sense. You shouldn't really trust it. It's not meant to be a very kind game to you, is it? He's going to try and breathe fire. That's... okay, he's just moving towards me. Could be worse, but it's definitely one of the more annoying attacks to deal with. I don't know. How do you dodge that? Do you just run away? Running away doesn't feel correct. I'm trying to do mod stuff. I mean, I appreciate you trying, John. I really do. I don't know how it works. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. 'Cause I would like to get that added in as a thing you can actually do. Also, where did I die last time? So I want to get my runes back. I can't quite remember. I thought I was more towards the middle of the arena, but it doesn't seem to be in the center. Oh, I think I saw them. I think I saw them. I died anyway. Cool. I should not have been focused so much. But we're over to the right over there. I think I see them just... yeah, center of the screen currently. Not that we'll be seeing them again. We've lost them, but that's fine. It's fine. Game's not too tricky in terms of leveling. It's tricky in combat. So it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, make my way over. We do not need to grab my souls. We just need to beat him up. Which involves just going behind him, giving him a little bop with a torch. He does hit for quite a lot of posture damage if he strikes my shield. So you need to be careful of some of his attacks. Dodge for that one. We're fine. Do a bit of flame breath. There we go. I think stay a little further away now as he does this. Get an attack again. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. He's doing his best. As long as I know what he's doing, I think I can manage. Like, third time's the charm, right? In terms of Elden Ring bosses as well. I should not have gone for an attack there. He had one winding up. Damn. He's doing this. I can drink my... yeah. My physic. That's all good. He's doing ranged attacks. Be careful of those. They're fine. And we can negate one hit of his. So be a little careful. But I do have some safety here. I managed to keep up close with that one. I wanted to stay close. It lets me get a couple hits in. Is he going to do a roll? He's doing a roll. The roll is easy to dodge. You can predict when he's going to fall. Not that he entirely obeys gravity when he does, but he somewhat obeys it. Yeah, I can't get a critical. So just go for the attacks normally. Let's keep going. Let's see. Can we get him in this phase? I hope so. Like, that dragon head's scary. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. Hey, Dragonborn. Currently already focused on stuff, so you didn't catch me off guard, don't worry. Managed to avoid being grabbed. Go for just a couple of hits. Dodge away from that one. Not stay away. I don't know entirely what he's doing, but it's not good for me. Let's heal up. We're fine. We had a great weekend, by the way, Dragonborn. We had a great weekend. You too, John. I don't remember if I said it to you, but I meant to say it. There we go, John. Just, come on, we can do this. He's gonna try and grab me, but he didn't. Go for a couple whacks. We're doing well. Torch build is just proving that... Oh, no, he's doing that attack. I genuinely hate this attack. I don't know how you're meant to dodge it. I'm assuming there's a smart way to avoid it, but I don't know what it is. He's doing it a second time. I'm just dead. I'm just dead. Oh, there's a cliff there. That's not how I thought I'd die. But apparently there was a cliff there. I was unaware of the fact. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Apart from that, that was going really well. I need to figure out how you dodge that attack. I feel it shouldn't be a case of running away, because that doesn't feel like it works. So maybe it's a case of I need to go towards him. That doesn't feel right. You don't go towards him when he starts breathing fire like that. That's not correct. So how do you avoid it? I'm really not sure. But honestly, so far, this attempt's going amazingly well. While he does his warm-up there, drink the physic, does a roll, dodge that, lovely. Got rid of my temporary shield. It's fine. Got me with that one, okay. That's alright. Plenty of healing. We're all good. We're all fine. Gonna avoid whatever he does here. He does some range stuff. Not that it hit me, so I'm all good. I tried to dodge that. That, surprisingly enough, hit me. Doing a flurry. I'm not confident with this, but I'm alive. Yeah, I'm glad I put my guard up, because I bumped into that little ledge. I can do this. Getting attacks in. He's going for another flurry. We're mostly safe. Slamming the ground. Can get one hit in there, I believe. And is that him chopping his arm off? That's him chopping his arm off. Okay, cool. We can do this. Avoid whatever he's doing there. I think we just run up to him. Is the safest bet for this. I disagree that I should have been hit there. I think I should have been fine. He did not hit me. He tried to grab me. Okay, that one... I can see that one getting. The previous time I disagree with. I disagree getting caught by the... essentially flames from this attack. But while not next to the flame bits. He's breathing fire. I try and stay behind him, seems the move there. I think that's the safest. And then go for a hit. Not entirely fine. But we're fine. Okay, I need to back away. I do need to heal quite badly. Dodge, heal. There we go. Avoid being nabbed. You're all good. We're not getting bored by a dragon head today. Lovely. Okay. What was he doing? He's potentially charging at me? No, he's doing ranged attacks. Ranged attacks are scarier because I don't entirely understand how they work. At least with physical attacks, you can confidently say if they don't hit you, you won't get damaged. I don't know for the ranged stuff. Ranged stuff has weird kind of rules it follows. Okay, heal up. I'm hoping. Okay, no, it's more ranged attacks. I was going to say I'm hoping it's not more. But it was. We need to go up behind him here, I think. No, I don't know how you avoid that attack. I really don't. It's the last of my healing though, so I'm a bit worried at this point. Gotta hit him. We're fine. Hey Shy, can't really look over too much right now, but hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. I'm trying to show this guy that his dragon head is not a superior torch to my actual torch. But I have a feeling it might be superior. If I could have a dragon head as a torch, I think I would. We've got some damage in there. It's a little bit. I think we get up close for this, get a hit. There we go. Problem is, I've not managed to get him into staggered phase. Not at all in his second thing with the dragon head being out. And again, I don't know how you avoid that attack. There's got to be a proper way to avoid him just breathing fire on the ground. But you can't block it. Maybe I had a full fire resistant shield, I could. But that doesn't seem correct. You can't run backwards. You can't run forwards. Am I meant to run to the side? I can't just attack him. That doesn't interrupt it. So I'm really not sure what you're meant to do there. I'm sure I can figure it out, right? Like, what's the worst that happens? I, like, get hit by it again. I'll learn. I'll learn. Yeah, we're able to get him into a staggered state, at least in the early part of the fight. We're managing. I don't think it was D&D tonight. I think Jess is in hospital today, I think she said. Next week seemed promising though, potentially. I can't quite remember the exact message off the top of my head. I think it was that she's in hospital tonight. Or today, I guess, for her. I think next week's a strong possibility though. We'll need to see, however. We'll need to see. If I do learn anything, I'll let you know, so don't worry. He's got a bit of damage resistance in this phase. Just keep going for him. You misread it? Oh no, that's all fine. Don't worry. Like, definitely, if stuff's happening with it, I'm happy to answer what I think I know's happening. But I won't necessarily actually know. Yeah, next week, I think, seems like what's happening. We'll need to see if it actually happens. At the end of the day, I definitely am of the opinion Jess should be prioritising their health over running the campaign. But at the same time, I do enjoy like doing the D&D stuff. So, who knows? I'm hopeful we can do more. Honestly, I can't quite remember what I was doing last time. I've got a decent idea, but I can't remember the specifics. Looking forward to recruiting more of other players as my unpaid interns, however. That'll be fun. Although, you are a paid intern, so that's different. That's different. Not paying you very much, I'll be honest, right? I don't know what the currency is supposed to be in the game, but it does not feel like I'm paying you very much. Not that I'm against that. That's fine by me. You could likely ask for more money, though, I would imagine. It's just a case of I am paying out of my character's pocket. So, yeah. I'm not the most confident. That aside, though, I beat the guy. My torch is superior. Hell yeah. You found a group for in the meantime? Hell yeah. I'm glad you managed to find another group. We've got our great rune. We'll need to visit the Divine Tower, which we can do. We can do. First things first, Sight of Grace. I would like to activate you. Lovely. That is all good. From there, I believe we go to this. And we need to go to the opposite side of the bridge. I can't remember what this guy's great rune does, but considering we don't have any others right now, I might as well activate it, right? It gives me the option, at least, to use it. Next week might be our first session. Okay. I think that'll be fun. Is that just a standard D&D you're doing, like 5th edition? Or is it some other kind of thing? Because there's a lot of fun D&D related systems. There's also some fun, just strictly roleplay systems you can do. And there's a lot of good stuff, kind of tabletop RPG-wise. Very standard D&D. Ah, perfectly good, perfectly good. I hope you all have a good time with it. Do you know what kind of class you're hoping to go? That guy's... yeah, he's fine. Travel. We're doing Pendragon. Is Pendragon another D&D-esque thing? Okay. Rogue Halfling. Fair enough. Rogue Halfling, I mean, it should be good, because I think they're proficient in stealth, aren't they, Halflings? So I'm assuming you're going to try and be stealthy. It makes sense. Yeah, no. Rogues, very powerful, I think. Rogues and fighters are the two most... I won't say most powerful, they're most versatile. I'd argue one of the most powerful. I don't know if they are, like, the best higher levels, because I've not really gone to the high end before. Like, when I've done kind of Baldur's Gate and D&D before, I think the highest I've really gotten is, like, level 6, maybe? It's not very high, but they do seem to get quite powerful. I think druids are definitely interesting, like wild shape ones especially. At higher levels, they can like turn into dinosaurs and like full-on elementals. It's good fun. You've also got... I think Sorcerer is probably one of my favourites. Just because Sorcerer gets a lot of interesting stuff. You know, D&D is brilliant fun. I'm glad you found a group for proper D&D. So it'll be very different to the stuff we're doing. So what we're doing, it's similar in how it works, not similar in the actual kind of game world or the class systems and such. So, you know, I hope you have a good time. Hope you have a lovely time with it. Is it worth jumping? I'm tempted to jump. Is there anything to jump onto? Like, is there anything worth jumping onto around here? So having a peek over the ledges. I'm thinking from all the bloodstains, this isn't worth jumping off. But it's still incredibly tempting. I shouldn't. I kind of want to, but I really shouldn't. I'm doing ERP D&D? Of course, of course. What other kind would I do, John? I know, me and Shy are doing it's kind of post-apocalypse Earth, but the point we're at in the campaigns, the apocalypse hasn't happened, so it's, I guess, pre-apocalypse. Somewhat future Earth. It's interesting. Rather than a class system, you just have a bunch of skills, which over time you do get better at. It's fun. It's definitely fun. I should level up in this. I'm thinking, yeah, put some points into endurance. I think it's just equip load I want to get up at the moment. It's endurance, maybe strength up to 30 at some point. And vigor. What's it called? It's called Echoes of Despair, I believe. It's a homebrew system the person who's DMing us made themselves. So it's quite fun. It's quite fun. I would offer to show you the handbook for it, but I don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't know. I'd imagine it would be fine. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So I'm not going to. It's good fun. It's good fun. I think what we want to do next, though, is we could go through the castle into that upper part. That's not what I'm doing. What we're doing is we're going to quickly go to that sending gate. We're going to go down to there. I've dropped a marker just so I can actually find it. It's another homebrew that you're doing. Okay. I'd imagine not as homebrew, seeing as you still can be a halfling rogue. Should be fun. Should be fun. Like, honestly, when I've been playing kind of D&D stuff before, it's been a case of I enjoy the roleplay more so than the fighting. Which is why I kind of play silly characters. Such as the person who wanted to cook cryptids. That happened prior to Delicious in Dungeon. So that was fun. And then the current one I'm playing, John, is they're essentially a corporate shell. They're trying to strong-arm people into doing deals on behalf of the corporation they work for. Which you could argue is not a very nice thing to do. And you'd be correct for arguing that, yeah. Yeah, no, that's fun. In fact, I could send you a picture of my current guy, actually. Let me tab out quick. Give me a second. Where are you, John? I'm trying to find you. Ah, there you are. Found you. Brilliant. If I go to message you, go to upload a file. Should be this, I think. Yeah, that's correct. Hell yeah. Then go back to my stream stuff. Cool, get back to game now. I sent you a picture of the guy I'm playing as. And I think the best way to explain him is he is what the Japanese think Americans are like. I think's probably the best description I can think of.
I smell it. Death. Feeding me.
He's just munching on the death fruit. Can I see his face?
Bring more death.
Oh, you can see somewhat under his veil.
Eye and claw. Feed me.
Is he like a dragon? I don't know. He might be.
Grant thee. Eye
I don't know.
feed me more.
I mean, there's almost definitely something back there eventually. I don't know. It must open up. Yeah, while we're out here, I want to see, can I beat up that gargoyle fella? Because I know from in the past, I tried to fight these guys when I first played the game. And Yeah, he was not exactly easy to beat. But can I do it? Can I do it? If he's stuck in there, possibly. Yeah, because I think I'm hitting him and he's not hitting me right. Never mind, he hit me. He hit me. Yeah, no, he one-shots me. I don't know. Did I try it again? No, I don't think I'm gonna win. I have a feeling he's not someone I am meant to beat right now. So I'll leave him be. I'll leave him be. He's just doing his job guarding the place, you know? Back to here, we want to then head south. I'm glad you like the character. Like, I'm glad you like him. He definitely, took a while trying to get the right picture for him. But I think it works. I think he looks amazing. We could bring it up on stream, actually, might be an idea. Give me a sec. Just so people can see him. How best do I do this? If I bring up the picture. I then can just have it there. I then go to screen sharing. Look, there he is. He's lovely. I like him. I like him. Anyway, back to game sharing. So I have a webcam back. There we go. Yeah, no, I love the indie stuff. Like, it's so fun just doing the roleplay, and I mean, I don't play like completely stupid characters. I play characters who are definitely eccentric would be a good way to put them. But believable. But we're not made to like get in the way of the game. We're made just to be fun to play as and fun for people to kind of try and tolerate as I mean, helping in inverted commas, but helping. I love D&D stuff. I love it. It's brilliant. I'm actually planning to start a new Baldur's Gate campaign this Thursday with some friends. Still never got through the very first act of the game. But there's a lot of fun stuff. I'm thinking for that I'm likely going to be a I think Silver Dragon? I think Silver Dragonborn guy. Whatever the one which gives you lightning, because I want lightning resistance. I'm then going to go as Sorcerer, with 1 level in Fighter so I can use Action Surge. And I'm going to be High Dex, front-lining Sorcerer, using electricity. And it's going to be an interesting one. I hope it'll work. Because if it works the way I think it will, it means I'll be able to run up to people, use Action Surge in order to create water, and then immediately shock the water, which damages them. Damages me a bit, but I'll have the damage resistance from being the correct type of dragon. So I think it should be good. I could otherwise, if that doesn't work out, my second backup plan would be if I go as a tiefling. I believe that gives me fire resistance if I pick the right origin? Heritage? Don't know what you call it. I get fire resistance, and I could go as a fire sorcerer. Could equally be fun. So I think fire is definitely more likely to have people resistant to it, which is why I'm not entirely for the fire one. I think Electricity just sounds more interesting. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I've got a couple ideas going around my head. I like the idea of being a frontline mage, however. Also, am I able to beat these guys? Somewhat. Not as well as I'd hoped. Like, the torch, it's good at things which have resistance to physical. I think these guys just have high resistance in general. I can manage, though. Yeah, with 3 hits, they're gone. What worries me, though, is these fellas trying to move up to me right now. Can I get any of them? Possibly? No, they hit quite hard. I'm not the most confident in using my fire breath on these guys. It's my best way to deal with groups, however. These guys are very slow moving. Got one of them. This is fine. I'm not going to keep spamming this the whole of this area. Just, I think for now, it's my best way to get rid of some of these guys and just thin the crowd out. Let's get rid of you. Yeah, now we're down to 1. This is fine. I don't know if that was going to be a grab or if that was him just trying to attack me. So, I'm not going to let myself be hit by that. I was tempted to block it, but I don't think so. Yeah, hello you. This is fine, because I can knock you down with 2 attacks. With them dead, were they blocking anything? Like, was there something over here? Also, I need more light, so I'm just gonna put my little lantern on my head. God, I love the fact I can just have more light, as if I wasn't carrying around the torch. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. I think this character I'm playing as in Elden Ring, same kind of conventions as my D&D characters of, I want to do something silly, but not something like necessarily self-destructive or destructive to anyone else. Because yeah, this is definitely working out as a build. It's 100% a very silly build, but it is working. Ow, I didn't know there was people behind me. And I didn't know there was quite so many people behind me. I thought there was 1. Which is why I was happy to finish that guy off. But no, there was more of him. Okay, cool. Cool, that's fine. That's, I mean, not entirely fine. But I can go get my stuff. That's all good. It's all good. Do remember these guys being pretty mean, but I think this is probably a sensible area to do second, I think. Right, I guess first. We did the south, didn't we? South is our first area. Then we did the main part of Limgrave, I think is what you'd call it with the castle. Okay, they're gone. Did drop something, just a silver firefly. Not particularly great, but I'll take it. Yeah, I used my fire breath to try and finish off him. There we go. Okay, he does damage me on the pulling back of his spear. That's alright though. Just heal up. We're fine. Yeah, I still don't know if they try and grab me or not. I don't trust them though. Annoyingly, they aren't very weak to fire. I thought they'd just be resistant to physical, which is kind of why I came in so cockily against them. I'm managing though. I'm managing. All in all, could be doing a lot worse. I think maybe I just want to do dodge rolls though. Dodge rolls might be the safer move, as opposed to what I have been doing, which is maybe blocking occasionally. Otherwise, more just sidestepping than anything. Yeah, let's go get my stuff back. This guy has friends who pop out of the ground. I think you can actually see them. Yeah, like that's definitely one there. Let's just get rid of you first. There we go. Get my runes. That's fine. That guy has yellow eyes. I do not want him to be around, because he looks a bit spooky. Does he have yellow eyes because he just wanted to kill me? I don't know. Might do. I couldn't entirely say which one of these guys did the killing last. But we can definitely kill them off now. We're fine. Let's dodge him for a moment. We're fine. We're still fine enough. I think finish off that guy with glowing eyes. There we go. Get rid of you. Dodge that spear thrust. Block? That was not good timing for a block. My shield did not go up in time. We are killing them though. We are. Why do I want to kill them? I don't know. We get Smithing Stone 4. Okay, we're not meant to be here right now. We've only got Smithing Stone 2s up until this point. At our highest tier. So yeah, this is not where I'm supposed to be. Cool. Where am I meant to be then? If not here, I guess just north of the castle. Is that where I'm meant to go? 'Cause, I mean, these guys aren't that bad. They really aren't. Like, yeah, they're a little tricky, but they're easily enough predicted. Raise a message, then try a door. Yeah, 'cause I was gonna say, that looks like it could be a door. Then again, so does this. I don't know. I'm not buying that as an actual door. I'm just gonna leave that be. Did I ever find some soap? You know what? Inventory. Give the guy a little bath. We'll stand in the water. Have a nice shower. You know? I think he deserves it. I think he deserves it. There we go. Much better. Does it actually help? No. What's meant to do is if you've got like build up of I think poison and stuff works. I don't know about bleed. Then it cleans you, gets rid of that. Doesn't cure poison. If you've been poisoned, it will not get rid of it. There was a guy up here somewhere. Where is he? Is that him over there? Oh no, it's just you. Hello. Yeah, no, you definitely have too much health for me to be supposed to fight him right now. I am not meant to be down here. Do I want to stay down here regardless? Does it benefit me if I do? No. I don't think it does. But do I stay down here regardless? I'm not planning to change my weapon. I'm doing as much damage as I need to. And my health? I mean, my health's fine. My health's going as it should. Like, I'm not dying in one hit. Like, I'm taking a lot of damage. But then again, it's just a Souls game. That's how it goes. Hello, you, Mr. Making a bubble. If you wouldn't mind, could you not make a bubble, if possible? There we go. No more bubbles from him. You are Again, making more bubbles. These guys really don't seem that mean. Am I the bad guy here? I don't feel like I'm necessarily the good guy. What we do have is a way to drop down. Would get us to presumably the magic down there. It's tempting. Before I do that, anything else I can get to from up top here? Potentially, can I get my horse? Yes, I can. So I'm definitely going to feel a lot safer doing this on a horse. Yeah, because I get over here. Nothing? I feel like there should have been something, but okay. Okay. I won't question it. I'll just go back the way I came. That's what I want. That is if I just step off. Where is a good spot to drop? I think here? Looks good. It gets me some of the way down. How best I get onto him? I mean, don't run in case I scare it. I think from here? Yeah, this should get me... Grab that. Whatever this guy has. There we go. Gets me... Oracle Bubbles. Is that actually good? I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to use it, but as a spell, is it good? I mean, it's the opposite of a torch. Because, I mean, I'm using fire, right? That's very much a water type attack. You know? Like Pokemon logic. I can't possibly do both. That'd be silly. Get rid of that guy. Gave me his harpoon. Also, we now know these guys are clayments. They're made of clay. Is apparently what they are. Get rid of him. Damage his friend? No. Did not damage his friend. It's a bit of a shame. I can get him though. Let's do 2 powerful attacks. And the third kills him. We're fine. We're not missing anything. More smithing stones. Saw there was an item back there. I just completely passed by down by that pillar. Do we have anything else to do in this immediate area? There's a few more items, so I may as well just murder these guys, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with just killing these fellas off. It's not as if I'll regret having killed them. Just knock him down. I think follow up 2 light hits is a safer option. Alright. Seeing as I did get my health flask back, just use one immediately. Okay, I want to do 1 strong attack, 2nd strong attack. You need to actually charge those to get all the posture damage. It's a bit annoying. It makes sense. But yeah, a bit annoying. Okay, this is honestly quite good. I like stairs for this ability. Stairs mean these people get stuck in the kind of after flames, or whatever you'd call them. Yeah, so that's done plenty of damage. All we need to do is now kill off this one. Let's make sure I've got my healing. Then he goes. How many more of you are there? There's a few. There's a few. Can't pick that up by jumping. Makes sense. To try and get rid of him. There we go. I was a bit worried about his cast, but we're fine. Now we've got this fella. Okay, that hurts. I did not realise there was another one. But, stairs. Never mind, we can't use my ability. I forgot, I was out of FP. Just one hit gets rid of him. That magic worries me, but can I get it so that it hits this guy I'm currently targeted on? I might be able to. No, it exploded beforehand. Got it. Worried about that grab, so I don't want to let it hit me. Avoid you. That bubble is worrying, but I can get rid of them. Go. Bubble explodes, but we're okay. Is that all of them? I want to say that was all of them. Yeah, cool. I want to make sure I've got everything in this area. I don't think there's particularly anything good. But I want to at least try, you know? Smithing Stone 2 is an interesting thing. So I found Smithing Stone 4 earlier from, I think, this guy. So why are we offering 2s and 4s? Why is there not a 3? That's peculiar, is what it is. Oh, I was hoping to light that. I wasn't able. Can I light this? No? That's a shame. I don't think the game has, like, mechanics for lighting fires. It's unlikely. But it would be a nice touch, right? Also, is that an enemy there? You look conspicuous. No, you're just a corpse. I mean, corpse could still be an enemy in this game, honestly. I wouldn't have been surprised. Yeah, if all of them dead, only thing I'm really lacking is FP. I've got plenty of healing flasks still. Just grab some items. Make my way up here. You should be safe to say I've done all that I can in this immediate area, right? So now we just need to go up here. I honestly don't think I'm meant to be here just yet. Like, I can do it. But I don't think I'm meant to. What do I even want to do? Guess there's an ancestral beast. I think that's his name. Big kind of decayed deer? I want to say he's a deer. Is that the only thing to do here? That might actually be the only thing to do here. I don't think beating him is necessarily required. I've got big old crab. Hello. I want some eggs. That very much hurt. I should have just killed him. But we're fine. Make my way along. I just want to find the site of grace. Having been hit twice by a crab and not dying, I think I can do this area. It's a question of, do I want to do it now? The answer might be yes. It might be. Let's get a little more health. Health's never going to betray me. That's me at level 30, so I'm going to stay like that until I beat another boss. Another somewhat major boss in. Over here we've got an item. I will take that, I'll then run away. So what I'm looking for is bonfires. Which I believe means we need to just kind of follow these graves? I don't know. Whatever those tall things are, the lights in the bottom. So that over there at the end is a bonfire. To get to it, I think I need to beat up you. This is fine. Them dead. I can just, yeah, repeat the process here. There we go. Heal up, because I have a feeling if I beat up this guy, I'll get some health back, maybe? Yes, I get a flask back. There we go. So we're doing fine. From that exchange, I just killed 2 guys, and that's fine. Can kill off a boar. Was that the right thing to do? Arguably, it was quite mean. But I mean, I'm not going to get punished, so I'm going to say yes. It was the right thing to do. The more I'm doing this, the more I'm thinking this is kind of what I meant to do. And really, that's how I light the flame. I don't use my torch. I'm kind of disappointed. Someone should have told this guy that he has a torch. Ah well. Continue murdering these boar, because they're a pain to find otherwise. And I mean, I don't think I'll be doing anything with the hefty beast bones, but maybe. There we go. Make my way up top of this rock to get whatever this guy's left me. Ooh, a lump of flesh. Just what I wanted. I didn't actually mean to do anything to that one. I kind of just dropped on top of him. Ah well, it's fine. It's fine. What do I do from here? Because, yeah, we've lit one of the bonfires. There's 8 total, I believe. Conceivable electric balls. We do not want to go near them. That over there is a bonfire. That big tower. That in the center. There's an item, and it looks like it'll take me somewhere. So there's one of those teleporter things. Okay, that ball I think is going to turn the other way, so I can go back in a second. Yeah, that's fine. If it's gone back, this is my chance to be somewhat stealthy. Make my way up to here. I need to stand up to examine this. Where does it take me? Anywhere good? I don't know. Oh, all the way over here. Okay, that's alright. I think there's a bonfire thing up top. It's not the easiest bit to go up, however. Just be moderately careful. Yeah, they're guarding a bonfire. There's also multiple rats. I think this is a case of we use flames. Yeah, because that's killed off one of the rats immediately. I think, yeah, then do it again. Just slows their progress. It's now just you. I did not expect him to then continue follow-ups after his kind of head charge. But we're fine. Down he goes. Down he goes. Okay, one guy's still doing some stomping. We could leave him be, potentially. I don't know. I think we kill him. This game's so much weirder when you can't get crits on people. Otherwise, I would have got that behind him and, like, done a crit, of course. But, no, I can't do crits. That's not physically possible for my character with his torch. So it's really weird playing in this different way. We've got another thing over there. Another bonfire. There's likely one even further up that way. By the tower. I might go there eventually. For now, head over here. What I need is a good angle on the rats. I think this is my good angle. Okay, no, never mind. I got attacked by another one while I was doing that. Thought it was a good angle, but it wasn't. That's a good angle, however. We're fine. Just got big rat to deal with. And down they go. Hearing whistling in distance. I don't think that means they know where I am. I think that's just ambient kind of sounds that they're making. I hope it's just ambient sounds they're making. Because otherwise I've got some concerns. Because I know there's archers over there. And I don't know what their distance is on what they can shoot. Also, a rune arc from a rat. Isn't that fancy? What kind of rat gets given a rune arc? Apparently him. They're gone. Focus on you next. We did not hit you in the back, so we didn't knock you down. But we do manage to get a counter, and there we go. Nice, another bonfire. That is 3, I believe. 3 more to go. So 6 or was it 8 I had to do? I don't know. We're about halfway there. We're about halfway, regardless. Ah, hello. Good to see you. Got an oof. Not often we get a Mario oof. How you been, Mafia? I hope you've been doing alright. What are we doing? Got guys there. Ah, yeah, no, there's the archer I was aware of. Yep. I should have been more careful. This is fine. I've got a good shield. Make my way up to him. Question is, what's the best way to go to get up to him? How do I do this? Ah, we got Jamie as well. Good to see you both. Good to see you. Try and get rid of him. Oh, that's me getting knocked off. Not off the edge. Thank God. Okay, cool. So both of you know what I'm doing, by the way. I am trying to do this using a torch as my main weapon. It's an interesting build. It's somewhat working, but I think mostly due to the fact I have a shield. Is it working? So without this shield, I would be going significantly worse. Still not going amazingly. It's fine. It's fine. Got to the watch columns. Bonfires. Okay. Go back to my horse. Honestly, actually, before we do that, I've got bonfire just here. That was 8. I've not played DLC yet. I'm trying to get to it with this torch build, which is silly, I'm aware. I should have just gone for the Rusty Anchor like I did in my first playthrough. But I haven't played in so long, I kind of wanted to start fresh. So I'm trying to get to the DLC. As far as I'm aware, the DLC starts after... What's a fella called? Like the guy in a big sandy place. Who... Star Scourge... something or other? Is it Mog? I don't know. I've been told a few different things. Apparently there's 2 people I need to beat. in order to kind of get to that point. I don't need to beat him. I think he's Radan. I think that's what his name is. But I can get to Mog. I can do that. Don't remember who he is, but I can do that, I'm sure. I mean, I've got a torch. Why wouldn't I be able to do it? Yeah, I hope you're having fun with your Dota stuff. Honestly, not seen or heard much of Dota in a long time, so no idea what's going on with the game. I would reckon beating the whole game first. DLC is rough. You want to go in under levels. Yeah, but I've got a torch. Like, come on. If I have a torch, why would I need to be concerned? Like, do you not see this? Like, beating up fellas? Clearly, it's the best weapon in the game, you know? I mean, second best, behind the Rusty Anchor. Rusty Anchor, I still think's brilliant fun. Did I light that bonfire? I thought I saw a bonfire, yeah. I just completely disregarded it. Brilliant. Denmark for the international? Oh, that sounds fun. Jamie Hook and Dota and play Velius. I mean, that's good. That's good you're getting back to. So, remember, you played a bunch back in the day. Like, was it the infamous Alias IO plays, I think was the hero that I remember hearing about. Of course, you had me just always going Broodmother. That was fun. That was fun. Don't remind you. I won't then. I won't. I will retract the reminding you. Like, I'll have you know, Broodmother, I had a lot of fun with just because I got a bunch of minions and that was it. I don't think they were particularly good. They were fun though. I had a blast playing as Broodmother. I had a blast. God, that was ages back though. That was ages. When would that have been? Would that have been like 2015? Would it have been that long ago? It might have genuinely been that long ago, yeah. I'm trying to think. Would it have been sooner? Yeah, 2015-16. That does sound about correct. Oh, that was ages back. Still don't think I particularly take the game seriously when playing. Like, I think the rest of you were very much more competitive than I was. Like, whether it was Dota or Overwatch or anything, and that didn't go well. That's fine. I don't think I even need to go up there. That's not got a bonfire. That's just a lift or something, isn't it? Probably the best way. I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, I play games for fun. I'm very not sweaty. Like, I played as Brood because I wasn't sweaty. Like, if I was, I would have played as someone good. There's a bonfire there, plus a lift. If there's a bonfire, I'm gonna need to go off, haven't I? I hate the ranged people. They are such a pain. So I don't think I'm meant to be here yet. Like, I feel I'm supposed to have a better weapon than a torch as well, but I'm not gonna let that part stop me. I think it's just a case of not being the best currently. If I just run. Get off the horse here. Is this safe? That is safe. Pros playing Brood offlane last game you watched. So what you're saying is, if I started playing again, I would be some kind of Dota professional. Good to know. Good to know. I mean, skill level aside, I could of course get better, but I mean, I'm just gonna naturally be good, because if I play as Brood, it'll just all come flooding back to me, won't it? Whether for better or worse, it would all come flooding back to me. I'm trying to think. Where does this lift go? Because I kind of want to go over that way. I believe there's some interesting stuff if I cross over. But where does this go? Does this just go up? This takes me outside, right? Where does this take me outside? I'm not sure if this takes me to where I want to be. This might break a few progression things if I step foot into this area too soon. But I'm actually remembering where this takes me now. It's like the middle of a canyon or something, I want to say. Not much worth to go here. I mean, I'll activate the Sight of Grace. I believe somewhere from this canyon. Yeah, big jar man. I'm tempted to maybe do that. At the same time, I'm trying to play through this in a more normal progression this time. So I'll leave this area be. I'll leave the area be. If I go down to here, that's probably quicker than using the lift. Let's challenge other people's builds. Win 3 in a row, you get rewarded. I mean, I could do it. I mean, I've got a torch. Like, I'm not scared. It's just a case of, like, I want to do this while it's on my mind, because otherwise I'm going to forget which bonfires I've done. It's also the fact that I'm fairly sure I wasn't meant to come here immediately after doing Godric. I feel there's another area I was supposed to go to. I'm not entirely sure what order I'm meant to do the game in. So as far as I'm aware, you're meant to do, like, Southern Limgrave, then the castle. And I don't know beyond that, really. Let's drink up. If I jump over here, I want to say I remember there being something if I go down. You recommend doing Lunaria of Lakes? That's, yeah. It's probably where I'm meant to go, because that is logically the next area to go to after a castle, right? Do I need to be on my horse to do this? I might need to be on my horse to get a double jump. There we go. Yeah, because I've, in this area, found, I think, 1 tier 2 smithing stone and 2 tier 4s so far. Which, I mean, as an indicator, typically says if I've, up to this point, found only tier 2s, I'm meant to go somewhere else. Like, I'm not meant to be in this area right this second. This feels like possibly where I come after Lunaria. Because, I mean, we've got no real connection to this area from anywhere else. I don't think... This isn't an important area, is it? Because when you do the stuff for Rani, that's a different area underground. Like, same underground, it's just different part of it. I mean, yeah, it is open world. It is open world. But there's a definite intended progression. Like, you're not meant to go and do Caelid first thing by opening up the chest and the ruins off to the right from where you come out. Like, you're not meant to do Caelid first, followed by then Limgrave. Like, there is a progression intended. Oh, Dota's back. I'll see you about. See you about. It's nice chatting for a bit. Nice chatting. I will try and enjoy my Smeldon room. Yeah. See you about. Have a good one. Have a good one. Yeah, what was behind here again? Because I remember there was stuff behind this waterfall. I don't think it was bonfires. I want to say it wasn't anything insubstantial. There was actually something of interest back here. a rune arc. I got one of those from beating up a rat earlier, so that seems a lot less substantial. Yeah, no, never mind. I'd hoped for better, but oh well, oh well. It's fine, it's fine. For now, that should be the bonfires in this area. We've activated the Site of Grace. I'm trying to think, where would the last bonfires be? Because I think there's 2 left? I want to say one would be in the room, kind of on the right-hand side, underneath that tower you see in the distance. Not really a tower, it's like a bit of a bridge. Like, I think... Is it somewhere in that area? There's a kind of plant or something, I think. There's just a little room off to the side. I know what I'm talking about. I can just show you. It's probably a lot easier than trying to describe it. We've got 3 bonfires up here. We've got one in the middle already. Got one off to the side. 2 off to the side, in fact. 2 bonfires left, I think. Yeah. Only 2 left. I can get 2. I can get 2 of them. Also, is that an official message? No, it's not. It just looks somewhat golden. If it was, that would mean it's an important one. Yeah, we've got... If I climb up the scaffolding there, it takes me into the upper part of the room I was thinking about. This area's got another bonfire somewhere. I'm assuming it's over on this side somewhere. Where would it be, though? Because, I mean, there's that kind of bridge over there. If I'm remembering correctly. You can't get to it, but there is someone over there. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get off my horse. We're gonna fight these guys before we go any further. Knocks you down. That should hopefully kill off the first one. There we go. And if I just get one counter in, that's him gone. Cool. Heal up. We're all good. Bit fur armor? I didn't know these guys dropped armor. It wouldn't improve my situation, but it's good immunity. What does immunity do? Is that actually... I can inspect it, can't I? Hell, explanation. Immunity. Resistance to poison and rot. That, with 63 immunity, is very tempting depending on the area. Yeah, that could be really nice. I'm tempted. I'm not going to go over to it yet. But that's something I'm going to keep in the back of my mind, I think, is potentially something I want to go over to. Again, depending on the situation. Heal up. This guy doesn't look particularly friendly, but I think I can just whack him. Yeah. That went rather well. Just give him a ball. There we go. We're fine. We light this. There we are. I think one last bonfire. Where would it be? It's definitely not from these guys. They're just walking up the path. I want to say I need to climb up scaffolding, and it's inside the little room. But it seems like an odd place to have it, because they seem to be in quite prominent, open areas. I say prominent. Not all of them are prominent, but some are. They've all been in open areas up until now. So it seems odd to think there'd be one inside of a little room. He scares me. I'm gonna go this way. Climb up here. Don't think it helps. Just gives me a little bit of a better vantage point. Not immediately seeing anything. Not immediately seeing anything. Do have a small room with nothing in it. Good to know. Climb up here. This is what we care about. Care about going up. Care about this guy just here. Try and be somewhat stealthy. That's what stealth looks like. Yep. I got knocked off. God damn it. You really just jump on top of me? You should be able to stagger him. There we go. And now he's dead. Cool. I do not need to heal, so I'm going to leave it. Go up here. At the very least, it'll give me a good vantage point to find the last one. I think it's the last one anyway. I can always go back and check. I might have got all of them. I might have miscounted. There's one somewhere. I'm just not entirely sure of where. This is fine. Get my counter. I did not expect him to hit me there. But, alright. There we go. Heal up so I don't die. Do not appreciate dying. I'd like to avoid it where possible. Drop down here. Continue over. There's a little raised bit here. Where does this go? Goes to this guy. Gives me a golden rune. You know, I'm happy with a golden rune. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, over here. I'm trying to remember what was over here. Is it just the entrance to that other room? What did that room give me that was worthwhile from dropping in from above? I want to say there was a trader. I'm hearing the music of a trader, so yeah. You're in like the most inconvenient of spots, my guy. Very safe for you, however. Yeah, what do you have? I mean, larval tear could be good for later. I don't plan on needing it. Fancy arrows. I don't know if you can get those elsewhere. I don't ever do crafting. I will buy a stone sword key. I don't know if I'll need it. But never say no.
Till next time.
I should chat to you though. What are you doing here? No, I can't. Never mind. Some merchants, I think you can, like, pick an option to talk, can't you? Or am I just imagining things? I might be imagining things. Yeah, from here we can drop down. We've got a room with a plant. Plant who wants me dead. I thought he was being stealthy enough there, but apparently not. In which case, let's just do this. So very much setting them on fire, they're not most fond of. Just get rid of the small ones as well. Like, I have an ideal weapon right now for dealing with this guy. Managed to knock him down. That doesn't quite do good enough. Set him on fire again. You know what? I'm just going to go for light attacks. I think I can just do this slightly better. Back away. Next time we go up close, I want to do the flames. Try and get rid of those smaller plants. It did some damage to the smaller ones. I think that's acceptable. There goes one. There goes two. Lights him on fire and he panics. So bear goes free. What was he guarding? Try attacking up the wall. No? Cool. Love being misled by messages. It's one of the core parts of any Souls-like game, you know? We got this item. Smithing Stone 4. Again, we're not needing Smithing Stone 4s. We're not really needing to be down here right now. But with that done, we're still missing one of the bonfires. What am I missing? Which area have I not been to? I guess like this very center bit here. Yeah, because we went to a different center bit. This is just where I'm meant to go. Cool. That was quick. Like, first place I checked. Get back on the horse. And go back now, and with all of them lit, I believe we can fight the boss for this area. I believe there's only one boss, unless you include the platforming. That's somewhat optional. I mean, I'm gonna go down here. It's not really a boss, but it's a potentially dangerous jump. Gets me a bow. You know what, I'm alright without using that, I think. Although fire arrows, you could argue, torches. But projectile torches, right? Like, an argument could be made. A very weird argument to make, and oh, I've missed one. Have I missed one? Apparently. Let me guess, is it literally just up this hill? Yeah, I found the map. Maps are nice, but I have a feeling it's literally just going to be up this hill. And I will have done the area by the time I get any use out of the map. Knocked him down. Got rid of him. We just block against you. Ah, we had a follow up. Go. Continue blocking. That's not ideal. I did not know there was a third one. Or I guess second in this case. It's quite the fall. You know what? There's even more of them. Where are they all coming from? I can just leave them be. I don't have to beat them up. Just make my way up here. This feels like where, if I was a game developer, I would put a bonfire. Surprising lack of bonfire so far. Did it get a heater shield? Heater shield presumably good against fire? No. It is, however, lighter than my current one. Still offers full protection against physical. Somewhat tempting. Also only requires a strength of 10. So arguably, if you were going for like a dex build and wanted a shield, that wouldn't be a bad shout. It's not what I'm looking for, however. I'm looking for another bonfire to light. There's got to be one somewhere, right? Did I like go up to one earlier and then just not activate it? Because that sounds like something I'd do. And that's not activating a Sacred Grace, that's resting, so I've already been there. There wasn't anything over there. Yeah, that's where we started. We went round there, saw to the left there was a bonfire. We've done the one right next to us. Oh, that was a crab. I did not realise there was a crab there. I thought that was the noise of the, like, deer or whatever. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, we've got that one in the middle. It's just a bunch of octopus. Octopi? Octopuses? Whatever plural is. Lots of them around here. That's not what I need. Where's the last bonfire to light? It's likely to be somewhere prominent. Got one from there. Ow, that had no warning. That was very mean of you, Mr. Crab. Is that it there? That looks like it. That's not really prominent. That's just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. How best I get to it though? Because it's surrounded by those... I want to say electric orbs. They're not easy to deal with. They do seem stationary. I think we just have to light it. Then we have to run. Yeah. That seems fine. Now, it's told me the boss is about to spawn in, but I've accidentally angered this one. Oh, it's vanished now. I didn't know we vanished. Were they a one-time trap? I thought those were enemies. That kind of lasted. Yes, not. In which case, travel to here, should set it as my spawn point. Actually, that doesn't matter. There's a different area entirely you go to fight the boss, isn't it? I think it is anyway. Let's make our way up over to here. Yeah, there's the remains. Which I should try and deal with? Do I want to? Is the question. Or do I want to right this second, I guess? Because I kinda do. I kinda don't. Because we're not meant to be doing this area right now. As far as I'm aware. I just need to fix my controller as well. Give me just a second. There we go. That should be better. Little grip pad on the right. Oh, sorry, left thumbstick is broken. It's I'm gonna have to get a new controller, I think. But I'd rather have some kind of grip on the thumbstick. Think's fairly reasonable to want. Yeah, we got a stake. We got, I think, everything we need to try and fight this guy. This was not at all the plan for the stream. But this is again going to be fire against fire. This guy's got kind of blue spirit fire stuff, I think. So let's see, can I do anything much against him? My thumbsticks come off. Okay, cool. I do not get to have a grip on my thumbstick. This is very much not ideal. I need to get this replaced. Yeah, because it's quite painful to use them, actually. Okay, got a hit him. He also got a hit him. Isn't hit too hard yet, however. So I think he's doable. Guarding didn't really work there. I did try and dodge last minute, so it might need to do with that. Come on. Okay. We're doing decent damage all in all. Like, is he weak to fire? Or less resistant to fire, at least? If he's just knocked down as a big guy, that's really good for me. Yeah, because if he gets knocked down like that whenever he gets into his, like, staggered state, that's really good. Why is this guy so easy? I swear this guy's not meant to be easy. I'm really not struggling right now. Instead, get ready to dodge. There we go. Got a couple attacks in. I had my physics shield, so I was able to actually negate that attack there, which is why I was being a bit cocky. Need him to come up to me. That's fine. Damn, should not have gone for a charged attack, clearly. I'm getting a few hits on me, which I'm not the happiest with. That's fine. Very much like to be able to knock him down again. I think he'd die if I did. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Come on. Okay, I managed to charge an attack there, because I want to knock him prone. Maybe a jump attack would work best? Nah, not convinced. I've still got my passive healing coming in from my physic. So I think we do just kind of go for it. I do not need much more. I think we might get this guy first try. Which I will be incredibly amazed at. Like, is he weak to fire? I remember struggling to this guy before. But that's him gone. Huh. Is that right? Cool. That was so much easier than I remember. So much easier. Just go back, I guess. Yeah. Well, hooray. That's kind of an anti-climax. I was expecting to be a difficult fight. Why was he not? I think I used my physic and one healing item. Is that really it? Can I, like, light him up? Like, because he's needing to be burnt or something? No? Huh. I guess that was that. I did not think it would be that easy. Cool. Well, that gives us the option of we go to Kayla's. We did want to finish off this little area up top. I could also do the Ever Jails. You know, I'll do the Ever Jails. I'll fight some more bosses. We've been running around quite a bit this stream. I think we just do some bosses. Because I feel I could take out some of these Ever Jails without much difficulty, honestly, now that I've got a decent shield and everything. Like, am I over leveled? No. I've been putting points into endurance and health with my levels. So, damage-wise, I should have had quite so much of an easy time, but I don't know if you need stuff for damage scaling. I think if I put any points into things, it's going to be a case of I want to raise not so much for damage, but I want to be able to equip other things. Like, I've increased dex and strength enough to get my bonus damage in. I don't think I need to anymore. For now, though, let's figure out how to fight this guy. Oh, he has bleed builder. I should not be blocking, I should be dodging. Okay, cool, that's fine. Learns attack patterns, I'll be safe. Not expect him to jump, but we'll manage. You know, I don't know if I can keep using this controller for much longer. But this is actually digging into my finger a bit. Like, not enough to be painful. Definitely uncomfortable. I don't think I'd want to do this for too long. Okay, we can get attacks in on it occasionally. Yeah, I think that fire breath has done good work. Let's try it again. Honestly, it's got decent range. It has a decent duration, so if he runs into me, it works. Yeah, because it says fire to the ground as well. It does good damage. I think we just kill him from here, right? Like, we need one last hit. Yeah, do not worry about the bleed build-up right now. I just want to get him killed. There we go. Could have fought him earlier, I think. Yeah. Ah well, that's still fun. How do I escape? I'm put back out. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'll try hold up to webcam so you can see what I'm dealing with. I don't know how obvious it is. How easily you can kind of see that. But as opposed to having an actual grip on it, that's kind of not sharp, but it digs into you a bit. It digs into you. We've got another Evergale there I would like to do. I'll do that first. I could do it. Equally, I could just go up there. I kind of want to go up. We've not done that. We've not done that. That's fine. I can't actually remember what's up top of there. There's presumably something in the west. It's the case of we didn't go up here when we were in the area before. Oh, there's one of these magic towers. That's what's up here. Whereabouts in the map am I? Okay, so is that a structure I'd seen? In which case... I mean, we do want to grab that. That's a somewhat rare item. Not that I'll ever use it, because I believe it's used in crafting. But it is a somewhat rare item. Yeah, if we want to get inside, we need to find the magic tortoises. And also probably beat up you. I feel you're not going to be fond of my existence. However, get rid of these wolves easily enough. I definitely could do this a lot more carefully. You know what, I might just do it carefully. I'm not really worried about dying, but if I'm not careful, I might. Come on, attack me, will you? I want to parry. There we go. Attack me again, will you? There we go. And he's gone. Lovely. With that, got more wolves. Just 'cause I'm lazy. Fire breath. There we go. Got rid of most of them. Lovely ability, that. I'm actually really warming up to it. And not a pun, by the way. I understand it could have been a pun of, you know, fire and all that. I didn't intend it to be. Like, I'm just quite enjoying it. It's a fun attack. It's got a lot of practical use as well as being fun. Anyway, this gathers, like, starlight or whatever. Yeah, there we go. So we want that possibly for something later? I won't lie, I don't know what that does. That's a point. What the hell does it do? I don't know. Yeah, magic tortoise, I think was in this lake or something. No. I just sworn he was meant to be here. What's that actual thing in front of the tower say? I did not in any way read this. Seek 3 wise beasts. Will do. So there's 3 of them. Okay, now it's active. Now it's active. Right? Yes, yes it is. So I saw it splash for a second. That guy was actually invisible. Aside from the splashing in. Where are the other ones? And is the tower worth it? Because it's magic. I'm not planning to do magic. I've considered doing magic. So I'm not planning on it. Where is the dog? Where is Tortoise? Yeah, I can acquire material. That's not what I'm looking for. I mean, there's one literally here. You weren't that well hidden. So if that's what I'm looking for, that's significantly easier. Especially if one of you is literally just here. Yeah, no, that's significantly easier. And if the seal lifted... What do these towers give you again? I can't remember. I want to say it was some kind of magic upgrade thing. Is it just straight up a spell? Memory stones. That's what it was. Let you have more spells assigned. Yeah, that's useless for me. Cool. Still, though, I enjoy the puzzle. I enjoy the puzzle. I think I can just drop them. This feels safe. From here, I believe I would want to go and do whatever's in this tower. Can I get inside of it? Possibly. If I wanted to, I would likely have to do it from here. So if I take this up, point towards the tower. Yeah, that gets me high enough. That gets me some nice stones. Guess I'll be good if it gets cold. And a turtle shell. I mean, it's alright. It's not good. Comes with a unique skill, and I'd arguably not want to have a skill. So I think it's still brass shield. Actually, speaking of which, tower shield does come with a skill. So no, we're sticking with brass shield. I do not need to put any points into strength. Cool. In which case... No, that does not seem like what I want, no. I was thinking that would bring me back, that would be fine, but I do not want to lose my runes. Did we have anything over there to investigate? Not really. I think there might be a shack or something. I'll check. I think, for the most part, I've done all I was planning to do this stream. We've got a State of Grace. That's promising. Ah. Ha 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 ha. We've got one of these guys. I remember this. This is worth doing. This is a boss. Not a particularly strong one, but a fun one. He's one of the kind of gravity manipulation people, I think. Yeah, there he is. How's this gonna go? Honestly, quite well. He's not a proper boss, he's not like a named fella. I believe he is only going to appear once. And, I got rid of him. There we go. With that, I do not get any items. That's a bit of a shame. I don't know what I was expecting, but I'd kind of hoped for something. This guy's guarding something. That looks like there's something in the ground there. I can't grab it. I mean, I'm assuming it's meteorites that have impacted. Because it reminds me of it's the Star Scourge beast. Kind of bull guys. Not really bulls, but whatever they were. Definitely reminds me of it. It's not in any way important to me, however. What is important is... I mean, this guy's pointing to down there. Okay, I want to go down. Cool. I can do that, I can do that. That gives me, I mean, something to do for the next half hour of what I planned for the stream. Got a big old dragonfly, do not care. Another big old dragonfly. Some jellyfish. I like jellyfish. Hello. You're all lovely, reasonable jellyfish. You do not want to murder me. No, you do not. What kind, guys? What kind, guys? This is why I wanted to have a search around here. Because I didn't think I'd missed anything important, but this is actually something important. Catacombs... I think there's a few in particular I'd be interested in. I couldn't say which ones they are off the top of my head. But there are some I particularly care about. And, oh, you came in from behind me. Okay. Good to know. Get rid of you. Block his attacks. Then get rid of him. Brilliant. That is a boss door. We need to go all the way through though to actually do anything. See, that guy clambered on down. They're drawing my attention because there's a guy up there. That means there's also likely one... No? There's not another one. Up in the walls immediately there. There was, however, another one. Okay, one of them's down. That's looking good. What about you? You're gone. I could have parried. Would have maybe been more sensible. Because that knocks him down. I can just follow it up immediately. With that, yeah, I didn't drop anything. Wasn't particularly looking for anything they dropped, but worth checking. Worth checking. Got stuff off to the right. We got possibly stuff to the left. It's feeling like it's less likely that there's anything good over to this side. Like, so just grave bloodwort. No like hidden wall things, no. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I won't be picky. Oh, it's this place. I remember this place. We want to get below the floor is what we want. Trying to remember, where did we go for that? You can't guard against it, that makes sense. I want to say there's like a something to hit one of these walls. Is it just a case of I need to make this, like, lunge up? Is it a case of I need to get to here? No. What's up with this room? There's a distinct lack of immediate obviousness of where I should go. I did manage to sneak my way underneath. That was a little tricky. I don't know what way I was meant to do that, but it doesn't feel like I was meant to do it that way. No ahead. He's not wrong. I know I'm testing for like illusory walls. There's a low chance for being any, but if there is, I'm gonna try and find it. These guys seem to be able to be set on fire. Yeah, that fire seems somewhat potent on them. Not all enemies actually light up on fire quite that much. Yeah, that staggers them actually. That's quite nice. They are able to then grab me apparently. Not too bad though. It is slightly bad if they continually do it. Now just heal it. Okay. I tend to get locked into my attack easily, so I'm gonna just do my ranged stuff. There we go. Got one of you. They'll try and lunge. I can bait it out of them. Never mind, didn't manage to bait. I'm not very good at this, am I? Do these guys not actually die, by the way? Do they keep getting up? I seem to have a vague memory of that being the case. Yeah, no, they keep respawning. I did get a please help prattling pit. That's nice. What am I meant to be doing down here? Am I even meant to be down here? I kind of snuck my way down. This doesn't feel like a place where it wants me to necessarily be. Avoid him. Just climb up the ladder. It's fine. They're not able to climb up after me, I don't think. And I'm keeping an eye out in the bit behind the ladder. I believe there are places where that does actually matter. Yeah, I've pulled that. It's activated the... It's not looking out for you. I'm sorry, I should have paid more attention. There we go. Yeah, where am I meant to go from here? Just down? I guess. I just go straight for boss. How hard is it going to be? Right? Can I just down this? I then walk in. I'll just be like a watchdog or something. Yeah. Yeah, that's not anything bad. Let's take care of these guys. This is fine. Less fine when that happens. As long as I can get rid of the ads, we're all good. Got rid of you. Block. Try and get rid of them. Didn't quite work. I really don't like doing fights where there's ads, but I can get these guys. This is fine. Okay. Down goes the ads. It's now just him. And, I mean, I did 81 damage. which seemed to do a lot of his health. So let's just go for this. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I can do this. That is a big old flamethrower. Just back away. Heal up to be on the safe side. Didn't roll at the right time. That's okay. I'm trying to get extra attacks and values in the air. That was not the move, apparently. Can I just, like, stay around this side forever? No, because he eventually does just auto-lock on. I'm trying to be, like, cheaty with this. I don't know why I am. This is not a hard fight. Like, I could just fight him normally and I'd be fine, probably. That's all good. It's all good. I can get my stuff. No. No, Drainer. I don't own it yet. I've got other stuff I'm doing this evening anyway. So I shouldn't be able. On the other hand, though, I am very much up for playing it at some point. I'll look into the devs. I don't know if I'd want to buy a key for it. I don't like buying keys for indie games typically. So I'll see what the devs are like. Possibly I'll buy a key. Almost 40 hours in the last 3 days. Well, that is depressing. Yeah. I think depressing is the right way to put it. Back away. I've got my passive healing now. Got one. Got two. I can't see the boss. Yeah, that's why I was worried. Buy it from CD keys? You know what? That is a point. That is a point. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. I've not looked too much into the game itself just yet. I'm imagining it'll be fun from what it looks like. But I don't want to just like buy it too impulsively. I wonder, can I... You know, if I do it like that, no I can't. I was wondering, can I use my flamethrower? A little. A little. Not amazing, but it works. There's also some balls. Like, I'll have a look. I'll have a look through. Alright? I've got too many games at the moment, and I don't know if I'd actually get around to playing it with you. I didn't know you could even knock that guy into a staggering state. Cool. Well, he's dead. Get demi-human ashes. Kinda sucks. Not planning to use ashes. Like, at all, if I can avoid it. There is one part of the game I will use ashes, and it's because of a puzzle. And that is it. There is no other reason. It won't be to help the fighter. With that, I think we've cleared out this area. Got another ever jail up there, I think. So I guess we do that one next. I'm just kind of tidying things up. Favorite kind of person? Oh, I got furries. More like yourself then, Drew. Brilliant. That'd be why you're fitting in so well. Head up here. Can I just jump down? Yeah, it feels mostly safe. I can hear a shiny guy. Where? There is a health one. I do not need this. I want to murder him anyway. Unless I jump down there. In which case I don't think I want to. That's too much effort. Make my way over here. Where... Do I need to activate this with a key? Alright. Sure. There we go. Oh, okay, I will shut up, Fiona. I didn't mean to out you like that, alright? Just because you're a closeted furry doesn't mean I need to out you for it. That's fine. Ancient hero, apparently, this time. Well, he's keeping his distance, which means I can just use flames. He doesn't inflict bleed or anything. So he's seemingly quite manageable. Does inflict frost, and that is not you dodge back, that is you dodge to the side to avoid. Got it. Don't know what he's doing, so I'll just breathe some fire on him. I think I was slightly too far away. Is he gonna approach? No. Yes! Never mind. I mean, we're managing. We're managing. Let's keep healing. I think he's probably not going to go into staggered state, is he? I doubt it. I'm trying my best to stagger him, though. I'm trying. I could just use more fire breath, honestly. Not a bad shout at all. Don't know what he's doing, so let's just stop him. Never mind, that did not stop him. Heal up. Now we can stop him, right? I just want to finish him with fire breath, come on. There we go. That was more difficult than it had to be. It gets me a scar seal. Oh, that's an interesting one. I didn't know you got that from him. Ah, head. Cool. What does Scar Seal do? It increases damage taken but raises attributes. That does not seem very good. I won't lie, that seems kind of crap. Care about any of these? Like raised focus? I don't know. What is focus? I don't know. Could be good. Sacrificial twig could probably be decent in some situations. I don't know. For now, I've got 27,000 runes, and I don't particularly want to spend them because I feel quite powerful right now already. I don't know. I'm torn. I don't want to lose them because it's a lot. But I don't have anything to spend them on. Like, the best I could think of to spend them on would likely be... I don't know. Maybe I spend on some more smithing stones or something. I don't think there's anyone I'm aware of who sells more smithing stone 2s. I don't know. I'll just hold on to them for now. If I lose them, so be it. If I don't, I'll figure it out eventually. Time being, however, we want over there. Is what we want. Heading on over. You ever finish Elden Ring, by the way, Drainer? I don't know if you did. I'm assuming you did. When you played it. I'm curious. You might have. You might have. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure when you played, you were using, like, katana or something? Because you're a weeb. Of course, only reason. Not because it was undebatably, like, one of the better weapons. Entirely because you're a weeb. Just need to hit him with this. He does manage to block it. Give me a second. I see you've messaged in the chat. Bone display. Have some add personal display. I'm not gonna lie, I don't entirely know what you're saying. I am just using a torch in this though, if that's what you mean by boring. Like, it's not a particularly exciting weapon. I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun. Try and block him again. Get a parry in. We've managed to dodge. That's all good. I think we just use the physic. Get some passive healing on. That's fine. Managed to get a parry. Honestly, I shouldn't have just kept blocking. I was curious how doable it was. About as doable as I thought, but then entirely. It wasn't entirely terrible. Just keep trying to hide from him. He's charging in, but that's just because he's a Crucible Knight. It's not anything fancy. Got him. He's taken his tail out. It's a little scary. He wasn't really in range of that, was he? We're doing this though. Come on, I can get you. He might not be able to get him first try. He is mean. I do not like Crucible Knights. We're still alive, though, for now. Still alive. Just heal up. Got a counter in. And I have to just roll away from this. The jump attack. Somehow he missed me in the first one, but not the second. Managed to jump over his tail, which I would say is impressive. But I mean, it's me who did it, so I mean, I'm happy to call myself impressive. I feel like it feels like a cheap compliment, though, doesn't it? I'm complimenting myself. He does his tail swipes. That's fine. Get away from him for a second. He's low health. I can likely get him. It's a case of we're kind of exchanging hits. I have healing, so I win. Down he goes. Down he goes. I don't think I'll ever use aspects of the Crucible stuff. I think that is faith-based. I think so anyway. I think with that though, we've tidied up most of our stuff. We've got one small thing to do in that forest, I believe. So I am going to go into there as my next kind of stopping off point. Where is he? There he is. Hello, horse. Or torrent, isn't it? Hello, torrent. We have a forest to go to. And actually, thinking about it, we do have another boss we kind of left behind towards the start. I might get him next time, because the guy I'm about to go after, it's worth going to, and I think it's someone I would very much like to go to. Go over here, we then follow the path into the forest, and find a little house. We will pick up the item. We do not care about the people. Fire arrows. It's kinda boring. Kinda boring. Touch of grace. Those guys care about me? I don't think they do. Hello.
Not seen you before. Name's Bernard. Tarnished, just like you. Let me ask you something. Are you here in the lands between to take up the fight? Does
Take
your
up
faith
the
in
fight?
guidance of grace hold firm, despite
I
the
think so.
collapse of the Golden Order?
I would say so.
Yes, you're a Tarnished through and through. Takes me back. But that's a quality needed now more than ever.
What's the
Any
Golden Order
interest in
again?
bearing the torch of
Can't
my
remember.
battle arts? All I know is the sword. Picked up a fair few tricks in my time too. Now's the time to pass them on to a good and proper Tarnished like
So
you.
one of these things might be applicable to a torch, is what I'm thinking. A generic torch. Parry? That's not something I need. No skill could be nice to apply to shields. I am going to actually take that one. Maybe? Used on melee things. Excludes some, but not the torch. All melee can have this. It gives me stuff to spend my runes on is mostly why I'm doing this. Again, usable on all. Anything capable of thrusting. Technically the torch. Quick step, again, could be usable. It's worth inspecting.
Until we meet.
Until we meet again, indeed. What I would now like to do is rest until night, I believe. Also check the Great Rune. What does it actually do? I can equip Great Runes that have the power restored. Use a Rune Arc to give even greater benefits. It just raises all attributes, right? Helps, I guess. It's not amazing. But yeah, have a quick rest. I would like to wait until night. So I believe there's a boss who pops out.
Hello. Here to learn about.
No?
Well,
Do not pop out just yet. I could have sworn there was one. Is there not? I mean, all the bloodstains make me think there is. Group ahead, group ahead. Try night. What if I teleport back to refresh the area? It's now night time. He's now gone. Yeah, there we go. Get a boss. Somewhat scary looking boss. Somewhat scary feeling boss. He hits quite hard. Can, however, block is nice. We're managing. Okay, Bat does just break through my guard. Okay. The fact he's got range is what worries me about this guy most. We're fine. Able to block it. I am. I do get hit, but I do manage to somewhat block that attack. Can do this. Managing. I'm managing. I do just want to heal quick. There we go. This is fine. Back away quickly, heal again. I'm managing. I'm managing. He's gonna try and grab me with that, yeah. I don't think he gets knocked into staggered state. I've been trying. Oh no, never mind, he does. There we go. Got cocky. I went for 2 attacks, was in a staggered state. I knew I could only do 1. Damn it. Thankfully though, when I respawn it should be daytime, so I can grab my runes quite easily. Let me just run over into this bush. Apparently where we ended up. Yeah, go over here. Reactivate Sight of Grace. Pass time until night. I can do this. It's a bit dangerous, but I can do it. Just need to travel back. As he's spawning in, I can definitely get that off on him. I tried to block mid ability. You cannot block mid ability. At least with that one. God, he just murdered me there. That did not go well. I kind of panicked too much trying to get my healing in. I can do this. I can. My finger's getting sore from a broken controller, but I can do this. Quickly grab my runes. Set it to be nighttime again. This is the worst part about the bosses. You need to fight at certain like this guy and the Night Cavalry, I think they're called, as well. Both are a pain, because you need to find them at a certain point of time. Game time, anyway. And it's a pain when you die. You have an extra little step to go through. Yeah, this time I will have this first. Get him to spawn in. This is fine. We both missed each other, I think, there. I don't know, maybe I didn't miss him. The fact he can pivot to do that attack is not very nice. But we're managing. Get away, that was not away enough. I would disagree, I was not hit by his actual hand there. Maybe it wasn't his hand that had to hit. Okay, just make sure I'm healed. This is fine. I need to be timing my dodges better, is what I need to be doing. Heal up. This is fine still. I'm managing. All in all, I think I'm managing. Go back into the house briefly. I don't think I should have been hit by that, but okay. Did manage to counter. I'm a bit worried, so I'm waiting for him to call his sword back. Yeah, there we go. Calls it back, and I can parry from that point, weirdly. He's been knocked down. Attack him from the rear, I think slightly better. Oh, he is on like a sliver of health. There we go. We got him. And he bursts into like a pile of red. Don't know why. But he gives me a bell bearing. Very nice of him. Very, very nice of him. How kind. Other guy, there is someone up there. I don't care about him. Might be something there. I think that might be a house. I think it's probably a pillar though. While it is nighttime, there is a boss there. I think though for now, we've done plenty. We've done plenty. Next time I'll try and fight the Night Cavalry. They're an annoying one to fight. But I'll try to fight them. I'll try. For now though, that is all. I very much enjoyed myself and I appreciate the company. I hope you've all had fun as well. For now though, that is all, and I'll hopefully see you around. Bye for now.